Alright guys, welcome back to the Guitar in the Story. This is episode number 6. I'm gonna be going over my favorite guitar out of the whole bunch of everything that I have in my arsenal. This is by far my favorite guitar. So what we have here, this is the BC Rich Neck Through Beast, according to these weird serial numbers and just based on when I look through the catalogs and backtrack some of the history with these guitars. Pretty sure this one was a 2008 model. The reason I know that too, just the recent kind of digging that I've been doing on these guitars. I'll get into it in a little bit about these headstocks because there's quite a plethora of different shapes, cuts, sizes, everything when it comes to these. And I got quite a few of them actually here with me that I can show you guys the differences. As far as this guitar goes, you know, this thing was definitely, it wasn't all what it cracked out to be when I first got it. Just being that it had these stock BC Rich pickups in it. I mean, I had that in the bridge as well. Yeah, it was just very, very underwhelming kind of a pickup. I mean, most stock pickups are. And this one definitely was very underwhelming. But as far as once I put this, I upgraded to a Seymour Duncan Black Winter, and that just was a total game changer. This guitar is so freaking awesome. I just cannot put this thing down every time that I pick it up. I mean, you can see this thing is just always, it's always dirty because I always got it out. I'm always playing on it. There's just dead skin everywhere. I really, really shred like a motherfucker on this guitar every time I pick it up. I just love this thing to pieces. I just got the Floyd Rose blocked on this because usually what I just do is, I'm not much of a soloist kind of guy. I'm always just primarily a riff guy. Every now and then I'll throw solos where I feel that they're necessary. To come up with something, depending on the music. But yeah, primarily I like to just block my Floyd Roses, and you know, a lot of times I always like the way the Floyd Rose was as far as like it's pretty much the bridge that I grew up on. My second guitar was a Jackson JDR 94. I got that back around 94, 95 when that guitar came out, and that was like my introduction to a Floyd Rose, and just all the years of having that, and then I had other guitars that followed afterwards, had Floyd Roses, and it was just kind of what I got into, what I was familiar with, what I was accustomed to, and I pretty much, yeah, just most of my guitars have always had Floyd Roses on them, whether I used them or not. And then along the way, you know, I get into some of this other stuff that I have around here that will show up in future videos. But more about this guitar, I'm pretty sure these are just standard jumbo frets. They're not like extra jumbos or anything. It's got an ebony fretboard on it. Of course, it is neck through, like I just mentioned. You know, you got a lot of the bolt-ons floating around out there, and I don't know too much about those. I will know shortly how one of those performs and how it sounds once I throw another pickup in there. But yeah, I mean, as far as what I like, just all the years of playing neck through body guitars, and just kind of just always gravitating towards them. I like the way they felt and played, and just kind of I always try to track those guitars down. But I found this one, I can't remember if I got this from Germany or if I got this from Australia. It was one of those two countries. I happened to you know, just be out there on the look, just hunting down, sniping shit, and I happened to see this one on eBay. Price was good, and it was like new in the box, and just I don't know if it was at a warehouse somewhere or what have you, but it just happened to be a brand new guitar that had been in a box for a high number of years, and yeah, I was able to snag it. I was so excited when I got this, and yeah, like I said, once I threw that pickup in there, that was a total game changer. But about these headstocks, I want to go back into just a little bit about this, and I'll show you guys the differences. I got quite a few, so hang on one second. So this one right here, this is a fairly recent purchase. This one is a BC Rich 1200 JE. This is a Japan Edition Beast. This has got actually the Son of Beast body, so it's a little bit smaller than the full Beast. And this one has what is deemed to be a full-size Beast headstock. Now I will put them side by side so you guys can see the differences in size, the way they're cut out and everything like that. But that's pretty much the full size. And actually, believe it or not, the neck that I have right next to me, that is, it goes with one of my bolt-on guitars that's currently being repaired, because when I had it shipped to me, it was damaged pretty bad. So the body's getting worked on. Near completion, we're not there yet, but yeah, I'll have that unboxing for you guys whenever. That'll be coming up too. That was quite a big heartbreak when I opened that box and saw the damage that was done to the freaking one of these horns. It was terrible. But here is one of the other. Yeah, I just got the neck in my hand. But this actually came from the guitar that in particular that this came from. This is a speed loader converted to, you know, just it's got the tuning pegs on it. As far as yeah, getting this thing repaired, it's just about completed. Maybe in like another couple weeks, I'll have the final product, and then I'll be able to show you guys, you know, what that looks like. I'll have before and after pictures of that and everything too. But believe it or not, this headstock is actually slightly bigger than this one even. It's just, I mean, in person you can see it. It's kind of hard for me to line it up exactly like where it is, but you can see the tips, the horns go up a little bit higher, and I think there's a little more of a radius right here as opposed to this neck right here. It's just really hard to show you guys. So there's those, and then there is one more hanging up on my wall. It's my Junior V Deluxe that had that beautiful abalone all over it that I just love. And I took matters into my own hands to hide it with some electrical tape, and it actually came out a lot better than I thought. But yeah, this one, I think, so like in a video that I was doing not too long ago with this, I happened to come across this. Guitar Center had it for sale, and I was looking at it, and I was like, you know, that really, something looks different about that. Like that headstock looks a lot different. That's kind of where I started nerding out about all this stuff. So I always, in the back of my mind when I was looking at this guitar, and then I'd see pictures online and stuff, I'm like, that headstock looks totally different than what I keep seeing. Am I seeing things, or is it really that much smaller, that much different of a cut than the rest of these headstocks? Well, I happened to come across this one, and this one it takes on the shape of the Beast headstock, but it's still kind of on the smaller side. Yeah, you can probably see a little bit of that tape on there, but you know what, I don't really give a shit because I don't see that abalone anymore, because this stuff just makes me want to puke. One of these days I'm gonna have my guitar guy make that go away for me, do a new paint job on it. But let me try to line up all this shit next to each other so you guys can see the differences. Alright, I know there's a lot of shit going on against that lazy boy there. There really is. But this was the best I could do with what I'm doing right now to show you guys this shit. So there's that full Beast headstock on the JE 1200. There's the one that had the ugly abalone underneath that electrical tape. I still can't believe I did that, and it looks way better. What's funny about that? So, and then there's, God, I just can't unsee that son of a beast. It almost looks like a doggy bone when I look at it. It's just, yeah, it's ugly. BC Rich needs to go back to the full Beast headstock. That shit just looks ridiculous when you actually see these ones. That's just a much better cut, much better shape. Just way more evil looking. And then, yeah, there's the one that came off the speed loader in the background, just chilling. But yeah, when you put it next to this guy, significant difference. Yeah. Bigger, way bigger than this guy. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that real quick, because not many people notice that. I mean, I started to notice it as time went on. I knew I wasn't seeing shit, and I knew something was up with that, and I just did a little more further nerding out when it came to all this shit. I'm glad I did. I was able to locate this stuff and really, you know, lock in on what I'm looking for out there when it comes to these BC Rich models. Now, as far as setup goes on this guitar, I have Diodario. I just used the basic nickel wound strings. I like those a lot better than the NYXLs. They just sound better. they sound brighter, they last longer in my opinion. Just what I've experienced with them, it might be different for some of you guys out there, but that has been my experience so far with these strings. So I just got 10 to 46. This is tuned to just standard tuning. This is primarily my thrash metal guitar, and like I said, like I've mentioned, I do have the Floyd Black back here. I just used, what I did was I just took like some dimes, nickels, and pennies and just kind of electrical taped them together just to get the right thickness, blocked it on both sides, and it's nice and even Steven, perfectly horizontal, does not move whatsoever, super stable. This is like one of my most stable guitars as far as tuning goes, and I love it to pieces, man, I really do, especially with that Black Winter pickup. This thing just has so much balls, so much anger, so much hatred when you play. I fucking love this guitar to death. It's just so freaking awesome. I might transition into a different set of strings as far as string companies go too, because I did actually want to give these a try. This is String Joy. I've been hearing nothing but good things about this brand. These I'm gonna put actually on my Corey B7 string that's up there. Bless me. And that's my 8-string set. That's gonna, because at first I was thinking about parting ways with the 8-string. I'm like, man, I got so much shit. Do I really need the 8-string? How much do I often use it? But it's like every time I plug that guitar in, it just, man, it sounds great, you know, especially for the amount of money that I paid for it. Every time I plug it in, it sounds awesome. And I'm like, man, it would probably, because what the problem I'm having with that guitar too is just as far as, you know, intonating the guitar, the strings are still kind of on the loosey side. I think I got 9 to 80s on there, and I got it just in standard low E tuning. And these I got 11 to 90 gauge. I want to give these a shot and yeah, see how they hold up with tuning stability, intonation, all that good stuff. And yeah, if it proves to be its worth, I'll definitely keep that guitar around. So yeah, hopefully these strings, you know, will definitely show their worth and everything like that. And then I might end up jumping on the String Joy bandwagon and might get away from the Diodario. But so far the Diodario strings, I've played them for a number of years, ever since at the time John from Gut Rot, he showed me when I was still in the band with him back in 2004, 2005. He showed me the Diodarios, and I strung up a couple guitars with them, and I fell in love with them right there. You know, everything to the clarity, the brightness, how they hold up, how long they hold up. I mean, they were just a phenomenal string for a number of years. But I'm willing to give this company a try though, and yeah, see how they perform, and I'll obviously let you guys know if like my opinion of these strings, whether I think they're good or not. But yeah, we're gonna end this video right here. I think I said everything that needed to be said about this guitar. I mean, as far as like hardware and stuff goes on this, it just, you know, right out of the box, because it was new old stock, it just has, you know, your standard BC Rich tuning pegs and things like that. They're fine, you know, I don't need to really go through and upgrade any of that stuff. This thing is just a total beast. I mean, the name itself is definitely a beast of a guitar. Very comfortable too, believe it or not. That's another thing. This guitar looks incredibly uncomfortable, but I play in classical position, and it's absolutely perfect when I have this guitar right here. Super compact, this big body, get a lot of sustain, a lot of resonance out of this guitar. And it constantly is right where I need it. It's just a total shred machine. It's very comfortable. And this just fits perfectly in your quad right there. And then this one sits up on your other leg. It's perfect. This does not bother you if you have a chest. Not being a pussy. Take it like a man. But anyway, yeah, that'll be it for the video, you guys. Appreciate you as always for watching. Tune in for more episodes. They're coming. The next guitar in the roster, I think, is gonna be, God, which one is it? Oh yeah, so I know which one that'll be. But again, thank you guys for watching. Take care.